What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So for many of us, we have put our boats on land and done our winterization. So the question is, what can we do now? What can we do? But if we think about it, there are tons of things we can do during the winter just to keep that little feeling of summer going on through the winter until, spring comes and we can start fixing our boats for the season. I know for my part, I'm gonna do everything on the list I'm gonna give you. So let's get into it. And where I live, winter's so long, so it's gonna be plenty of time to check this off. So the first thing you can do is boat retailers are open, so you can go to those places. Of course, that will only be one or limited to a couple of brands, but you can go out, check them out. That's as close as a boat fair you will come during these times, what we're having right now. So go to the retailers, check it out, get inspired. See if you can get discounts if you want to buy a boat, or if you just want to go there, get inspired and get ideas for your own boat and upgrades you're planning to do. And the second thing you can do is actually to visit boat shows and boat fairs. I know that during the recording of this video and publishing of this video, there's a pandemic going on. Of course, a lot of restrictions that prevent us from doing, a lot of stuff. So, but one thing I'm really thinking about that is pretty cool to do in the winter, and you perhaps can't do it this season, but perhaps next, hopefully, is to visit boat fairs. It's so nice to walk around in that environment, especially here in Sweden. We have one in Stockholm every winter that's indoors. Check your jacket at the door and you just walk around in nice ambient temperature and look at all the boats. I like that very much. It's nice to go around, and even if you're not, out looking for a boat, it's really nice to just go around, getting inspired and see all the news that's coming up, and also see some cool solutions to problems we all face in our boats with the limited space we have. So that's a super good way to just go out and see, get inspired, get ideas, and try to implement that on your boat. Or hey, if you're gonna go out and buy a boat, it's perfect to do that as well. Another thing is to do during the winter is to browse for used boats and getting ideas, because there are so many types of boats out for sale from different year periods as well. So you can see different trends depending on when the boat was manufactured and which solutions they had in past times and which solutions they have today, to get any ideas on what you want to do on your boat. There are different sites like boat24.com, you can check that out, and you also have apolloduck.com. The funny thing about boat24.com is that you can find really big boats at a good price. I don't know about the conditions of them, of course, but it's pretty cool. Browse around. And Apollo Dock, they have also super yachts that are just so awesome to check out. That is outside my budget, but it's pretty cool to see those boats as well. Coming up to number 4, and that is to watch YouTube channels about boating and general boating, like this one for instance. Subscribe to those channels, support the creators, and just get out there and watch them. It can be really inspiring. Then you can get great ideas and find things to do and upgrades perhaps you want to do to your boat, and get ideas about that as well. And many creators do go out of their way to create good content that you can enjoy all year round. So we have plenty of things to watch during the winter. So make sure to help them succeed so that they can create even better content in the future. I'm not talking only about my channel, of course, I'm talking about all the channels. Go out, watch them, support them, like them, subscribe to them, give them the opportunity to create better and better content for you guys to enjoy during winter and summer as well, of course. And also go and interact with these YouTubers, comment on their content, and we'll also give them ideas for videos and upcoming videos and so on. So that's super helpful. And just type down your topic, your ideas, and many people will do it. Many people will do that video for you. So coming up on number 5 is to improve your navigational skills. So the winter is a great opportunity to start getting better at navigation. You can check out charts, markers, and buoys, and lighthouse lighting combinations and all that. Just get to know them a little bit better. And you can also open up your charts in a stress-free environment at home during the winter and study in detail the waters around you. You will probably find new ways of navigating, new ways of mooring, finding new places to spend the night, or maybe sign up to some classes and learn navigation. It's not only chart navigation and point-to-point navigation. You can also take courses in high-speed navigation, radar navigation, and also touch up on your radio communication skills. And also there are plenty of mechanical courses you can take that are geared towards boat owners. That was also super helpful. Number 6 is plan your next season. Take that stress-free environment again. Sit down and plan your upcoming season. Take out your maps, take out your satellite, go into Google, zoom in on islands and canals and stuff, and just check it out. Perhaps you will find new places to go next season. that would be super awesome to moor at and spend the night. Zoom in, use that Google to go down. You can find beaches. You can see how deep it is in different areas. That's super good to use satellite images because you can see where the shallow parts are. So that's super helpful if you're going to go out anchoring or if you're going to go out and moor. For my waters, we have trees pretty close to the water, so that's also something you can use to probably my lines won't work here. If I move a little bit here, put my boat there, with these and those winds, I can tie my boat like that. And you can find those spots without even going there. So open your computer, check out some satellite imaging of areas you want to go to, plan them out, check your charts, do that, and just go through, make a checklist of what you need to do to go there. Would be super helpful to plan that and get there in this next season, explore new places. Number 7. Okay, number 7. Do that maintenance you've been postponing. I know you have some things on your boat, that little things that aren't critical for the boat maneuvering or safety, but just some little thing that you thought of, like, oh, there's used to be something there, little holes there, fill them up, perhaps a squeaky door, oil it up. You have a faucet that's leaking, change it, fix it. Have you checked your bilge pump? Everything works there. Have you checked your galley pump? The filters there, water tank, is that clean? Just bring up the standard of your boat with regular maintenance. That's a great opportunity also to go out to your boat, check it out, and prioritize what you want to do with it. Let's go to number 8, and that is if you do the upgrades you want to do. So go out to your boat, check it out, and make a list of all the upgrades you want to do. Prioritize it, keep a list of it, keep it handy as well, because during the winter there will be different sales discounts on equipment for boats. So have that list in handy, compare it to what you want to do, check out the online prices, and when you see a dip, just go for it, buy it, get it, install it, and you have an upgrade on board with an upgrade you want at a decent price, which is pretty good. Go to number 9, and that is check your batteries every once in a while. The condition is good. I usually check my batteries every once in a while. I usually don't let my batteries drop below 12.5 volts, and that is equivalent to about 85% capacity. So that's what I'm trying to do. And if it drops below 12.5 volts, I will connect my charger and charge them up. And also remember to have your batteries disconnected during the winter, so you don't have some current leaking out and draining that battery during the winter. That would be too bad. Because replacing the battery bank of a boat can be pretty expensive, and it would be nice to have that money to do that on upgrades you really want instead of changing something out that actually worked, but because of some drainage in the batteries, you have to replace them. While you're out there by the boat, checking your batteries, sit down, perhaps have a sip of coffee, look around your boat, and start thinking about upgrades as well. Things that you perhaps also want to change with the boat. It could be a layout issue or something that you always bump into when you're gonna go out and dock. You have something you want to move around a little bit just to get it more optimized. Perhaps you're not sitting good, you're sitting too low, too high. Make a list of it, prioritize it, and just start working with it. And number 10 is also perhaps limited now during the pandemic, but that is to visit maritime museums and go out there and check out how people used to do it in the old times. Get the atmosphere, just walk around, get inspired, and check it out. Because it's super nice to walk around a cozy museum when it's dark and cold and windy and rain and snow outside. So that's a pro tip if you want to do that. But then again, perhaps it's also limited because of the pandemic we have right now. Let's go to number 11, and that is to touch up on your recipes. Go through the recipes you have. If you cook on board, there are limited. There's a limited space, limited availability of heat sources. My boat has only one burner, so that's of course challenging. But if you're ever out at a restaurant, you find something you like, think it tastes good, then you can go home, remake it, redo it, and try to optimize it for your boat. And you can start to learn more and more on how to make good food on your boat, as that would just enhance the experience when you're out boating. To be able to cook some nice dishes out there, because that's something that increases morale. Number 12 is to join groups on social media that are around boating. Meet other people, discuss, give tips, and all that on these platforms is super good. Share images, get inspired by other people, learn about their experiences and their solutions to problems, and also share your knowledge. That's super cool. And during this season of 2020, there were a lot of new boaters, and you can see that on social media that a lot of people are asking questions And for seasoned boaters, we're like, well, that's just common sense. We think it's super easy, but it's super nice to help these new boaters to get out there on the water, help them to do it safely and be happy out there. So just give them some tips and tricks and you will get tenfolds back tips and tricks to join those social media and well, contribute to the community and get from the community. Alright guys, so that was 12 things that you can do during the winter. Hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, hit that notification so you don't miss out on future videos. I'll see you in the next one.